everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about how to use the plurality with elimination method to determine the winner of a preference vote. So the plurality with elimination method is also called instant runoff voting. And that is a term that's often used if they use it in an election. So I think that it's maybe Florida that uses it. I can't remember what it is, but there are some states that use this method in their elections. And when they're talking about it on the news, they'll probably call it instant runoff method. And for those of you in Math 930, some of your 930 teachers might also call it the instant runoff method. But either name is totally fine. I like using plurality with elimination because it kind of describes what the process is. So the plurality with elimination method is very similar to the plurality method in the sense that it depends on the first place votes. So if we look at this preference vote, or this preference schedule, we have three different options that are being voted between. You have the Oktoberfest, the Red Rock Film Festival, and the Shakespeare Festival. And there were 8 people who voted for Oktoberfest as their first choice vote in that column. And there's 1 person who voted for Oktoberfest as their first choice vote in that column. And then the Red Rock Film Festival had 1 vote plus 3 votes as the first place votes for those 2 columns. And then the Shakespeare Festival had 5 and 5. So the total number of first choice votes that each one of these options has is 9, 4, and 10. Now, if we were doing just the plurality method, the Shakespeare Festival would be the one that would win because it has the most first choice votes. However, within the plurality with elimination method, the requirement is not that they have the most, but they have the majority. And the majority, remember, is the number that's more than half of the total number of votes. So if we add up all of these votes together, the total number of votes that we have is going to be 23. And half of 23 is 11.5. And so that means that the majority is going to be 12, because 12 is the number that is more than half. And so with the way that the votes are set up right now, none of the options got the majority. So we don't have a winner yet because none of the options have a 12 or more. You can also have more. And so what you do in that case is you eliminate the option with the least amount of first choice votes. So in this case, we're going to eliminate the Red Rock Film Festival, which means that that is going to be eliminated from our preference vote as well. And then we go ahead and recalculate the votes and we say, okay, well, these 8 votes still go to Oktoberfest. This 1 vote also goes to Oktoberfest. And this 1 vote is now going to go to Oktoberfest as well because the Red Rock Film Festival was eliminated. And then these 3 votes will go to the Shakespeare Festival. And then the 5 and the 5 will still stay with the Shakespeare Festival. And when we add those numbers up, that gives 10 votes for Oktoberfest and 13 votes for the Shakespeare Festival. And since the Shakespeare Festival has the majority or more, in this case it's more because it's 13, that means that the Shakespeare Festival would be the winner of the plurality with elimination method. So in this particular case, it didn't make a difference whether you did the plurality method or plurality with elimination, because the Shakespeare Festival would have won the plurality method because it has the most first choice votes. And once you eliminated the Red Rock Film Festival, it still had the majority as well. However, that won't always happen because sometimes when you redistribute the votes that went to the one that you eliminated, sometimes it will make it so that the other option will win instead. So that's how the plurality with elimination method works. If you have any questions, let me know.